Hello, the game is HorizonXI, a Final Fantasy XI emulated server that started in December 2022. This video is going to be a part of a series of videos that I'm doing that are going to contain all of the tips, tricks, information, all the stuff you're going to need to know to get started, ranging from how to install it, to how to make guilds, to how to do add-ons, just whatever I can think of, all the information that I've learned. I'm going to consolidate down into smaller, condensed videos. That's exactly what you're looking for. I'm going to put them all on a playlist labeled HorizonXI Final Fantasy XI. So look for those videos in there. If you like my longer format videos, I already have a 2-hour long one uploaded that covers a lot of topics with timestamps like I normally do. As always, if you find this video helpful, please be sure to share it with your friends, pass it on, pass it around. That helps. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you on my channel. And let's get on with the video. For this video, I'm going to show you how to install HorizonXI. I'm assuming you already know what it is. HorizonXI is a Final Fantasy XI emulator. It just was released in the end of December 2022. It's a brand new server. So first thing you want to do is open your web browser, go to HorizonXI.com. That'll take you right to their main page here. You want to first create an account on their website. You'll be able to register or log in. I can't do it. I've already done it. You're only allowed one account per household per IP. So, if you have multiple people, you're going to have to request an IP exemption. That's in the Discord. So what you want to do is create an account. Once you create an account, you can create your characters ahead of time while you're downloading the launcher. So let me hit play now. It'll give us kind of more detailed instructions. So like I said, create an account, download the launcher. You're going to need 40 gigabytes free. It downloads 13, and then it extracts a 25 gigabyte client, and then you can delete the 13 gig zip if you're trying to save some space. I highly recommend joining their Discord community. It has every question you could possibly think of already answered. How do you install it? I'm having this error, I'm having that error. It has a ticketing system to where you can contact the devs and the admins. You want to install this and play it on your Steam Deck because it's extremely controller friendly game. You want to get your controller running. All these questions that you might have most likely will have already been answered on the Discord. So I would highly recommend the Discord. So once you get this going, you're going to download the launcher. You've already logged in. You got a character, 3 created. You only need 1, by the way, so I would recommend 1 character created in each city. So 1 character in Sandoria, 1 character in Bastock, 1 character in Windhurst. Whichever one you choose as your main, that's fine. Then you have alts that can be mules for you in other cities. That's my only recommendation there. Unless you're sharing the account with somebody, obviously you need more than mules. You need playable characters. So when this thing's running, this is a key part. I'm trying to make this quick and concise, so follow along with me. When this loader is running, what you want to do is it's going to come up with all kinds of stuff because it needs a lot of things to install depending on what's already installed on your system. It has a lot of packages. It could be anywhere from 2 or 3 prompts saying install this to 25 prompts saying install this. You want to hit yes install on every single one, even if it looks like it's one that has already popped up before. If you do not do this, you will get errors. You will have problems. You'll have to do a reinstall. Very important to do this. Also, anything you can run as administrator, right click on the shortcut on the launcher when you're opening it. Anytime you have to click on an executable for this game, run it as an administrator. Very important to do that. That way it has the right, it can write the files to the directories it's trying to. Here's just some more information here I'll have in the background for you to read. But that's very important. A lot of people don't click on it, or they'll just go AFK and then come back. Sit through this install. Monitor it. It only takes 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's not a big install. And hit the boxes when they pop up. That way you don't have any errors. The launcher is pretty well done. Let's see here. So this is the launcher. They've wrapped. So when everything's installed, you're installing the launcher. You'll be able to log in with your username and password, and they did a very good job creating this launcher. It even has a night mode and a day mode and a night mode, dark mode. They did a very good job because these emulators are hard to get going sometimes. And what the Horizon dev team did, which consists of over 100 people, they have songwriters, music creators, content creators, artists. They have a lot of volunteers helping them put this together. What they did is they created this launcher to take all that difficulty away. So all you got to do is download a file, click on OK, run it as administrator, and then this launcher will pop up and it'll install the rest. It does install via a seed mechanism. So, like right now I have my seeding disabled if I wanted to enable it. So, seeding mechanism. What's the word for that? BitTorrent. So, it's running BitTorrent, so you're pulling this from other people. There's plenty of people seeding, I'm sure. If not, shoot me a comment. I'll seed this. I mean, when I first installed it, I seeded for a week to make sure, you know, it got out to everybody as much as it possibly could. And then it dipped off, so I turned mine off. Didn't really need it. I would install this right into your C drive. It'll be like C, Horizons, whatever. Yeah, so this will install the game. There's some kind of key parts in here. So they have some add-ons. So there's plenty of add-ons. There are some add-ons that are restricted. There are some add-ons that are allowed. You can probably see that in the rules here. That's going to pop up a new page for me. I don't want to read these rules for you, but you know, 1 account per IP. If you need an exemption, you're going to have to contact them. They're very strict on this. Very strict. You're going to be surprised at how strict they are. So make sure you're serious about needing a exemption, because they will test you and they will like make you jump through hoops to get it. They want a 1 person per box server. Don't exploit, botting, yeah. Don't be a dork, briefing, holding monsters. So it has all the information here. No power leveling, no inappropriate naming. Filing GM tickets can be done in a GM support channel. So everything you need to know is here. Add-on list. They have a list of approved add-ons. There's a lot of add-ons for this game floating around throughout the years. So these are all the add-ons that you're safely allowed to use. These are all the add-ons that are going to be prohibited, that will get you banned. For Ashita. Now this is what comes wrapped in the game already. Sheet A. Okay. And then they have another one called Windower, which is another kind of thing that runs Final Fantasy. It helps it run on modern computers. If you choose to use Windowers, here's the add-ons that you're allowed to use for Windower. These are the ones that are prohibited. Anything that's not in here, you can just create a ticket on their Discord and ask them, hey, is this add-on okay or not? And they'll let you know. Very good team. They're pretty responsive. Anyway, back to the launcher. They have pre-made ones that they support with the launcher. So you don't have to download, like add-ons can be pretty complicated. I might do a video on that later. Or I probably will do a video on that later. They're complicated to even find sometimes. You gotta load and install, and you gotta edit the config files and all this crazy stuff. So what they did is they took some common ones that people really like, and they put them in here, and they're supporting them to make it easier. This whole launcher experience takes all this technical stuff that the average person doesn't want to bother to get into to play an emulator. They're making it easy for you. So I would highly recommend all maps. It just lets you see all the maps instead of having to buy them in the game. They're just automatically undiscovered. I like this little chat monitor. Like if somebody sends you a message, it'll be like, somebody sent you a message. If somebody sends you an invite, it'll tell you that kind of thing. Checker gives you a level when you check a mob, instead of just giving you like it's tough or it's it's easy. It'll tell you in the text, it'll tell you exactly what their level is, so you can exactly know what level they are. Little clock. Distance is a good one. Tells you the distance between you and your target. What do we got here? FPS displays and manipulates game framework handling. I have no idea what that does. IBAR, what was that? Display information for yourself and your targets. That's handy. Minimap is handy. It puts a little minimap, especially for me. I'm a new player. I played this back in 2003, 2004. So it was a long time ago. More than 20 years ago. So I consider myself a new player. I had to relearn everything. Anyway, so this is where you do the add-ons. Some quick settings. Music, you can turn the custom music off here in the game. They've created custom music for the zones. If you want to hear the classic, you can turn it off here. I'm not sure what a lot of this other stuff does. This is the volume launcher music. Some snazzy music they created for the volume launcher. Not sure what a lot of this stuff does. I like borderless window. I know in the beginning there was an area you had to go Japanese back to English. This is your window resolution. You can change that here. Background resolution, I would set that to whatever your resolution is. Menu resolution is interesting. So the UI is based off menu resolution. So if you're using a 16:9 resolution, like most of us are using 1920 1080, if you know, got like a mid-range, low-end gaming computer, you don't have like some super 4K rig or something, well, you want to keep a 16:9 resolution. If you lower it but keep the same ratio, 16:9, it'll make your UI bigger. So that answers one of those questions. How do I make my UI bigger? Well, you can come in here into the config, put a 16:9 if you have a 16:9, something lower, and it'll basically make that UI bigger. You have some basic controls, some basic graphic settings here. Miscellaneous, just where you do the seating. So that's basically it. That's the launcher in a nutshell. But this launcher is great. It makes it so much easier to play the game. Once you get going, that's a whole different story. So you should be able to hit play. It'll log you in. It'll bring up like a DOS window. That's Ashita. That's the wrapper that everything's going. That's what runs the program. You'll see that saying you're logging in. Everything should work. You should come into the game, select your character, and then you're playing. And that's it for this video. I'm not going to get into character creation and all that crazy stuff. Just how to get going, how to get started. If you have any questions on this, don't ask me in the comments. Get on the Discord, do a search. Most likely the answer is going to be there. If it's not, ask in chat. There's help menus in the Discord and all that good stuff. Anyway, I'll see you in the game. I hope you're having fun. Don't forget the playlist for other tips and tricks. I think my next one's going to be getting the game set up. Once you're inside, some tips about setting the game up, and then we'll talk about maybe creating characters and just the basics. I think will be some of my next videos. So make sure you check that playlist, like, subscribe, sub up, notification, all those things. I appreciate it. It helps the channel, helps out, and plus you get notified if you subscribe and hit the notification bell when I make these new playlist videos. I'll see you in the next video.